and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is another Friday night, and we're back right here on Gnsl with lots of shits and giggles, as always. Talking about our week, talking about what's going on in Sri Lanka, talking about what's happening in our lives, just to basically unwind. That's what the show is for, as far as we are concerned. We've been doing this for about 1.5 years now.
Been a while, no?
Yes.
Been a while.
Which episode is this? 75?
105?
75th
No.
episode.
Sure.
Clap, clap,
Sir.
clap.
Yeah.
Clap. My God.
Well done.
Wow.
Wow, we've survived
3/4 century.
75 episodes. Huh?
And not killed each other. Very good. That is why you should be clapping. We have not still smacked each other on the head.
My goodness, yes.
And 75 episodes, and a big thank you to each and every one of you who's actually helped us to come to where we are right now. All those followers on Instagram, everybody on TikTok, and of course our YouTube family is also basically growing. So big thank you to each and every one of you. Here we are back again on a Friday night. Looking forward for another great show. It's been a turbulent week.
Yeah.
As far as the world is concerned, and we are on. Some say we are on the brink of war. Some say we are at war. Some say
Could be a little bit of both, actually.
yeah, well, it looks like it.
Can't say.
Unfortunately, some say this is not war.
Then what?
We don't know what it is.
Friendly pat on the back. Here, darling.
Yeah.
It's like
There.
Baba missile.
Oh, and
world's biggest fireworks. I suppose is happening. But it's an absolute tragedy that's actually going on right now, and it's sad that the ripple effect of this tragedy is going to be felt by the rest of the world, and some of us are actually already feeling it. Most of the countries are feeling it, but believe it or not, we're just at the beginning of this calamity, and hoping that sanity prevails, and we all wake up from this horrible nightmare. And then,
Soon.
oh, man, it's like, oh God, what was all that?
it was an accident. What happened?
All those noises all over the place, but it's crazy. But all in all, like I said, hopefully things ease out for the next week. Is fingers crossed, because we've got enough shit going on in this world.
Enough,
and we don't
no.
want more shit falling from the skies. Anyway, so let's find out as far as our fantastic week was concerned. Chris, how's your week?
My week was, despite all these things been going around, life has to go on, no, Shaq? It has to go on.
Yeah.
It's great at work. Enjoying
Very
work.
good, very good.
Yeah, lots of exciting things happening, client visits, and then,
Client visits are exciting. Life is really tough.
Yeah. I've been going and talking to them, a little bit of interviews, and then
You didn't ask for the clients, so don't
launches,
ask.
eating, drinking, but
Here is a patty.
Yeah, he's a patty.
Come on the show.
So, it's been good. My දතේ කතන්දර කිව්වනේ ගැලවුවා කියලා.
Then we predicted this about 3 shows before.
We asked you to get it done.
Yeah, so
It was not a request. It was a command.
So this right Gall Road, I have this little spot near the hospital. There's always parking for me. So there's this old Tamil gentleman. So he knows the entire story.
Yeah, the ගැලුවේ.
I think දකින්නවනේ අර මේ vehicle collar shirt. Municipal Council, old Tamil gentleman. So now he knows the entire story. Every time I go there. දැන් මුළු කතන්දරේම දන්නවා. දැන් ගිය පාරවල් ගාන මහත්තයා මොකෝ අදත් එන්නේ කියලා.
අදත් ගැලුවද?
මේ මහත්තයා අදත් මම හිතුවා ඔක්කොම ඉවරයි කියලා. නෑ මෙදා පාර ගලවන්න යනවා. ගලවනවද? එතකොට දැන් මෙච්චර දවස් ගියේ මේක.
නිකන් බල්ලෙන්.
නෑ එක දේවල් කරා හරි ගියේ නෑ අංකල්. මේම කියලා සෝ ආයෙ නම් මහත්තයා බය වෙන්න එපා. ඕක සුළු දෙයක්. ඕක මේ වැඩි බය වෙන්න එපා. ඕක
And it's sweet of him.
So 1 hour later I come back, all smiles. Now he also is මේ මට පේනවා දැන් මෙහි යාගේ සීන පොඩි කේස් එකක්. හරිද? Now he's worse than my doctor. Galoli Varla, now he's telling me now you can't bathe for 2 days. You can't have anything hot for 2 days. Now mamme meka balaගෙන ඉන්නවා මොනවාද කියලා. I'm like පුළුන් ඔබලා අන ඔක්කොම කරලා. So I couldn't I was going to write down what he was saying also, but anyway අතන්ට ආම දැන් සර් ගැලුවද කොහොමද දැන් මේ මහා පාරේ ගාලු පාරේ මැද මම දත පෙන්නනවා අංකල් හරිද මේ ගැලුවද ලේ ටිකකුත් තියනවා නේද රතු වෙලා නේද බය වෙන්න එපා අර සිකම උණු වතුර බොන්න එපා.
අම්මා
කූල් අයිස්ක්‍රීම් ඕන දෙයක් කන්නස. හරිද? ඕන දෙයක් කන්න කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. මේ ඕක දැන් තුවාලේ අලුත්නේ උතන මේ ඕක සෙට් වෙනකන් ඕක පොඩ්ඩක් මේ පැත්තේ කන්න බෑ එපා. බත් එහෙම කන්න එපා. බත් ඇටයක් කිර වුණොත් එහෙම ලොකු ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙනවා. කොහොමද දන්නේ? දෙනේ.
අනේ ඩා.
එක දතයි තියෙන්නේ.
he's looking out that well.
Yeah, right. දැන් ඔයා කොහොමද කන්නේ එහෙම මේ මස් වගේ නා එහෙම නෝනා කොටලා දෙනවා නැත්තම් හක්කේ තියලා හපනවා සර් එහෙම.
අනේ cute අනේ.
So I was having this hot sun. I was having this laughing conversation with him and කියලා.
Sweet අනේ.
අප්පසෝ ඊට පස්සේ ගිහලා එහෙනම් ඔක්කොම හරිනේ සර් මේ දැන් අර වියදම් කරපු සල්ලි එහෙම නෑ මට ඒක ඉස්කෝලේ මේ ඉස්පිතාලෙන් දෙනවා කිව්වා. සතියක් විතර යයි. ඔක තමයි ගන්න වෙලාවට ගන්නවනේ සර්. දෙන්න ගියාම සති ඩිලේ.
So clearly he has good experience with it.
Yeah. So එකක්වත් නෑ. මේ මෙතන එකයි තියෙන්නේ.
ඒක රැකගෙන ඉන්නවා
ඒක රැකගෙන ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් I then thought to myself, oh come on, I'm just one toothless. I mean this fellow.
Only one tooth is gone for you.
ඔව් එකයි. මෙතන
ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාලට 30 කීයද? එකක් එනවා.
33යි එතකොට.
33ක් නෑනේ
32යි නේ. අද 32යි නේ.
32යි දැන්.
31යි දැන්. What to do so? Anyway, that reminded me my good old at St. Joseph's College we had a dental right behind the pool. I remember now very vaguely I had to go for once in my life and that was considered like the horror house of the college.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go there. It was like gloomy and like dark place that we had to go. So at least we had that facility in school. මට මතකයි එක සැරයක් ගිහිල්ලා ওই විදියට පොඩි කාලේ මේ හිරිවට්ටල ඔක්කොම තියෙන but when you see those undergoing and all and cracking and all that it was a very frightening thing. So doctor said so when he went to remove it he said there had been a fracture there.
Oh.
Right. So that tooth there was a unseen fracture so that is why it was not healing. So ඒකින්ද
ඒක එක්ස්රේ එක දෙයක් නැද්ද?
ඒක තමයි ඉතින් වැඩේ ඒක එක්ස්රේ එකේ
කමක් it's okay. Then ගැලෙවුවා now we no need to talk about that. So that tooth is gone.
Yeah, I think we actually had we've given more prominence to your
tooth
yes.
on this show
than anything else.
Your tooth has become far more popular than the show.
Exactly.
It's either Christian's tooth or Christian's horror. දෙකෙන් එක.
Yeah.
Either way.
So I wanted to my ගෙදරින් අහනවා ඒක අරන් ආවේ නැති කියලා. It was in bits and pieces. How can you carry
නිකන් අර පොඩි pendant එකක් හදන්නද?
You bugger, you are the one who gave me all this කියලා.
You should return it to ඔයා තියාගන්න දොස්තර. ඔයා තියාගන්න දොස්තර. You've been taught touching this tooth.
At least I would have kept it under the pillow with the tooth fairy came and you know.
Yeah. I don't know what type of fairy will come.
Yeah.
So, tooth fairy.
මට මතකද පොඩි කාලේ කියනවා දතක් ගලවම ලේනෝ මේ පහලට දාන්න.
අපේ කිසිම tooth fairy එකක් නැහැ.
නෑ. So that's I feel that gap now. I feel like I have.
Yes, he feels a gap in his life.
I feel that
a gaping hole.
Yeah. And then my son calls and says, "Tati, the front tooth it has got widened."
Oh no.
Right?
Are
you serious? No. එහෙම එකක් නෑ බලන්න it's තිබ්බට වැඩිය ලොකු වෙලා. Yeah, now you can basically put one of those Iranian ships going through that. I said, just go ahead. You know, fighter ship එකක් දාන්න පුළුවන් ඔය අර පෝක් සමුද්‍ර සන්ධියෙන් වගේ. Straight off Hormuz. So that was my weekend. Yeah.
Wow.
At least we are basically done and dusted with your.
Now no more tooth conversation.
No more tooth.
But now Brandy, middle tooth teeth talk about that might come up.
දැන් මම මේකත් තියාගෙන මනිනවා. ටේප් එකක් තියා උදේ පාන්දර මනිනවා අඟල් කීයක් හරි වැඩි වෙලාද.
දුරස් වෙලාද කියලා.
නැත්තම් අර USSR මේකම දාන්න පුළුවන් මේ මුළු මේ what is that aircraft carrier. Anyway, so how was yours, Andy?
Nothing happened actually much last week. Surprisingly.
Really?
It was quite a calm week, unless I don't recall what happened. Calm week, a very calm week. But next week is going to be happening, but for now it's calm.
Next week, what's the plan for next week?
Royal Dominion.
Yes. Yeah. So how's your preparation for Royal Dominion? What usually happens?
I don't know what to prepare. I talk to my liver. Brothers, stay strong. Stay strong. 124 hours.
Vehicle parade
Liver is your brother, is it? Liver is your brother.
Oh, brother. I'm unisex like that. Come here, no, not hari nane very sexist.
ඔයාලගේ day and night නේද?
මේකයි.
50 overs.
අනේ මෙයාගේ පොඩ ගහලා big match එක.
No, day. මම උදේම යනවා 9ට.
දේගෙන් උදේ පාන්දර 4ට පටන් ගන්නවා.
නෑ 9ට. මම යන්නේ 9ට. ගහන බෝලේ එතනින් තමයි බලන්නේ.
නෝ ground boyද?
Clearly I'm a very late ground boy. So නෑ මං උදේට යන්නේ normal match එක බලන්න යනවා shape එකේ. එච්චරයි.
Now what is the tent?
wait saddle breads.
ඒ කියන්නේ අස්වින්න තනද?
ඔව් අස්විය දෙන්නයි මමයි. පොඩ්ඩක් ඉන්නා saddle breads කියලා double check කරන්න.
Saddle breads?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, never heard of a tent called saddle breads.
Saddles තියෙන්නේ නේ?
Yeah, saddle bread only.
Saddle පාන් කියන්නේ පාන් උද්දේශය.
පොඩ්ඩක් ඉන්න one moment please. I have written this somewhere. One moment please. Oh yeah, saddle breads.
කීයද ටිකට් එක?
ඒව අහන්න ඕනේ නෑ.
30000ක් විතරයිද?
ඒව අහන්න ඕනේ නෑ.
දවස් 3ටම යනවා.
3ටම යනවා.
හරි එහෙනම් 30යි. මම දන්නවා.
30ක් නෑ. ඉතින් බත් දවස් 3.
ලේඩීස් අඩුයි මං හිතන්නේ.
ඇයි?
එහෙම අනේ මන්ද ඇයි එහෙම මේ නෑ ඇයි මට අහන්න ඕනේ ක්වෙස්චන් දැන් ඉන්ටර්නැෂනල් විමෙන්ස් ડે උත් වෙනවා ඇයි මේ හැමතැනම ladies walk in free ladies discount
because when we walk you all look at us freely
but that is discrimination
then you also wear pair high heels and walk පිළු අක්කම හරියයි
ඒ වුණාට මම මේ ඕගලන් වෙනුවෙන් කතා කරන්නේ
I am not discriminated with that ladies can walk in free
no they have absolutely no problem with this ladies free
I am not
get 50% off but yet fight for equal rights
equal
pay
අපි ඔටුවෝද
equal pay දෙන්න බෑ
anything coming free you all grab
දෙමළ පත්තරෙත් ගන්නවා කිව්වනේ නොමිලේ දෙනවා ගන්න එක සීන් නැත් තියෙන්නේ
එහෙම නෑ ඔයගොල්ලෝ සටන් කරන්න ඕනේ අපෙන් පිරිමින්ගෙන් 30000ක් ගන්නවා නම් අපෙන් උත් ගන්න 30000ක්
එහෙම සටනක් ඕනේ නෑ ඒ යන්නේ දැන් ලෝකේ සටනක් ඇති
නෑ Shaq what do you support me Shaq in this
okay
totally agreed
so that's what happened for my week moving on nothing else happening I will talk more next week but on coming back to the tooth thing so my aunt used to say that those days right so we used to have it small no keep under the pillow is when we are very tiny below 5 we keep under the pillow everything else goes I think on the roof if something accidentally even falls right so my aunt one day used to buy sweep tickets and used to say Puta, this is all I can give you. If you scratch this and win, the money is yours. Huh? So every birthday, every Christmas, all of us are getting from that particular auntie. She'll go and buy 10 rupees of those or 5 rupees or whatever was ticket. And all of us are getting those scratchy tickets. Now all are scratching to see whether we are winning anything. If one fellow gets even accidentally 500 rupees, he's the king. He or she is the king. Done.
Have you guys actually bought lottery tickets on a regular basis?
Of late?
No, I mean whenever.
Whenever those days, yes, totally ganna. I like that scratching ticket. It's fun to see what you.
දැන් 40යිනේ දැන් ටිකට් එක. ඔව් 40යිනේ.
My God.
ඔව්.
Wow.
රුපියල් 10 තිබ්බ ටිකට් එක නේද?
තිබ්බ ටිකට් එක 20 වුණා දැන් 20 40 වුණා.
My grandfather used to be addicted to lottery tickets. Addicted.
And watch the TV like.
Yeah. So he used to basically.
But lotto.
Yeah,
but even now there are a lot of people who are still doing it.
Of course, yeah.
There are a lot of people.
People actually watch.
Wasn't it just? I think we just about maybe a week ago or something. There was a massive jackpot that was actually.
Yeah, 60 million or something.
Yeah, there was a massive jackpot.
My truly co-host is also a big fan of
lottery tickets.
Yeah, lottery tickets. Mark corrects a lot. Didn't know, but he's like
Dinano?
I have never won anything, no matter. I used to buy those a little bit. I never won anything. Once I pulled a lottery ticket for the staff, the security guard at the branch I used to work in those days. He won 10,000 at that time, which is about 15 years ago.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
And he's like, Andy miss. Anivarem mota lunch gun. He gave me lunch packet. Found anything. He got 10,000 bucks, and I'm like, but. So much for me. Then I thought, must be lucky here. No, nothing, zero. Zero for entry in, 10,000 for that man, but worth it.
Yeah. So anyway, lottery tickets are a big business. Of course, there are still, obviously, you have lots of lottery sellers, but you just don't feel like buying it because, I mean, there are people out there who...
Where do you check the ticket number?
Online, YouTube,
දැන් අර මෙහෙම කිල් ලොටෝ මොකක්ද
සක්ද බෝල් එකද
අර මෙහෙම කිල කියලා එන්නේ අර නිකන් They suck into that thing in the ball.
But you know, in these state channels, that's one show that millions of people watch.
Of course.
That is one
That's
show
true,
that
that's
every household in the village.
Yeah.
That's because the big wins. No?
Yeah, and sometimes you go months on without winning anything.
Anything, and then it get accumulated.
Yeah, and then of course there are obviously with those lottery devices you get money for if you get the first three numbers.
Yes, I get none of that.
ඒක වැඩේදී අර මම හිතපු ගන්න ගත්තම දැන් අර කීයක් හරි නම්බරයක් තිබ්බම අර පිටිපස්සේ ටෝච් එක ගහලා මේක මේවා කරලා නම්බර දෙක පේන්නේ නැහැ නේ පොඩියට නේ තියෙන නම්බර දෙකක් තිබ්බොත් 200යි එක ලග්නෙට 50යි ඕ ඉතින් බල්ලා කීයක් හරි 20ක් 30ක් හම්බ වෙනවා
කොහමද කරලානේ ඔව් පාරේ විරුද්ධ කිව්වනම් ඊට වැඩි ලැබෙනවා කමක් නැහැ ඔය එහෙම කරා
Anyway, good night, Sri Lanka. It is. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, being a part of the show. Week was a very sedate week, so to say. Nothing fancy actually took place, and I mean
fasting also, no?
Fasting, and we've done 50% of the fast as of yesterday. Yeah, 15 fasts have actually been done. Today is the 16th fast, really, which we just completed. So. In about 2 weeks, that's going to be done. All the work that we actually did as far as the team did for the World Cup is coming to an end because on Sunday is going to be the World Cup finals.
Who's playing?
We know that New Zealand
is in.
Yeah, so
either India or
we have
but there's one more match to play before
England and India, no?
Yeah, so we will find out
soon.
So let India come for the finals and then lose.
Oh,
really? Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. It's a very breaking. No,
break that was.
Come on, Nathan.
But the match against the South Africa New Zealand match, which took place on Wednesday, was my God, unexpected. South Africa just got walloped. They didn't lose the game. They got walloped.
Oh, really?
They got slapped by the New Zealanders. They won by 9 wickets, and it was like crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Anyway, looking forward for the finals, which is actually happening on Sunday. Unfortunately, some of the teams are still stuck in India. I know the West Indies team is still stuck in India because the airspace is closed, and they've got one of the longest trips back home because they need to fly to Dubai, and from Dubai they need to, I think, have another a layover, I think, in London. From London they fly from London they fly to Barbados. So that's
exhausting. Number one.
I still remember when we flew to Barbados, right? Barbados is like 13, almost 11 and a half, 12 hours behind us, right? And when Mark and we actually flew to Barbados for the 2007 World Cup finals, right? I distinctly remember we flew out on a Friday evening in Sri Lanka, right? We flew from Colombo to London. We had a layover in London. From London to basically we flew to Barbados. When we landed in Barbados was Saturday morning.
Saturday, okay.
For them. Right?
Yeah.
Saturday morning for them. So we flew on Friday evening here. And we had like Saturday morning there, and the time difference is just
mind-boggling.
My God, it takes you almost 1.5 to 2 days for your system
to get readjusted.
It's crazy. It really is crazy, and sometimes I find it difficult. You know, when people are about to go to sleep on this side of the world, is when you're planning on having your breakfast, right? And trying to be in touch with family at that time was crazy, absolutely crazy. Anyway, so the cricket for the last 1 month, we had a load of cricket that's basically happened in the world, and now that's coming to an end. Time to move on as far as the rest of the things are basically happening. Like I said, it was a very sedate week because there was way too much happening around the world.
Yes, it was not actually great.
It wasn't a great week, so to say, in terms of stuff that actually happened. Unfortunately, we had an incident just off the coast of Sri Lanka also, which is really not great. So again, really hoping that sanity prevails and everything sort of falls back to where it is supposed to be. But let's see how things go on, ladies and gentlemen. Time for us to move into our first segment of the show, where we decipher all the great stories that happened in Sri Lanka. It's time for Lanka Last Week. Okay, this is a segment that we go through certain stories that happened in Sri Lanka in the last 1 week, things that we find interesting, things that we feel that we should be able to talk about and rip it apart.
In our own way.
Our style.
In our own style. Rip it apart, Gnsl style. First story on the show. What do we have? CPC confirms ample fuel stock, urges public to avoid queues and hoarding.
Sri Lanka just missed being in a queue.
I mean,
You all missed it, no? Tell the truth.
Honestly,
you all really wanted to be in a queue.
This happened last Saturday. I remember last Saturday evening.
Sunday early morning.
No, well, Saturday evening.
Saturday evening,
right? Last Saturday, latter part of Saturday. I remember last Saturday at about 5ish, I had to go and pump fuel, right? No problem whatsoever.
Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Just drove in and of course pump fuel.
Normal.
At about 8:30 in the night, my sister-in-law sends a picture saying back to the queues. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
What queues? Yeah.
I mean, again, it's absolute panic buying. You know, there was no reason to, and one of the reasons, of course, is the fact that there was a delay in so many days. Is because even the Bowsers didn't expect so much demand
At once.
But I understand there are lots of people out there. Clearly, what we don't realize is the fact that lots of the working crowd actually pumps fuel over the weekend. Because clearly Monday to Friday they don't have the time.
Anyway, there's a little bit of a queue, no? In the weekend, slightly. Like 1 or 2, 3, 4 vehicles, a little bit extra, but not to the point of like.
Yeah, but it was ridiculous. I mean, there was thankfully they weren't stuck there. It was moving.
Yeah. So today in the morning, before I went to the studio, about 4:45. Yeah, shed was open. Topped it up. Then I was asking me, Muhammad Satte. So full tank. Every vehicle that comes, even from a bike to a 3-wheeler, they are taking a full tank and going, right? Yeah. Because the thing is now, yesterday I was seeing this report from Australia. They are in their parliament itself. They are saying, look, we only have for until the 15th of this month, unless the ships come in. Right, we are going to have issues. Yeah. So what the thing is, people have it's reasonable for people to be panicked because they don't want to go through all that. I mean, filling up is one thing, but if you're trying to fill up and then make an extra buck out of it, that's a totally different thing. That is what unfortunately happens. But so
that unfortunately happens is most of the trishaw drivers.
They suck it out, no?
Because they siphon the fuel out. So that's where the problem is. But then again, looking at, I went back and I didn't really have to pump. But I thought, okay, fine. But that's the whole idea, really, isn't it? Monday, nothing. Everything just vanished.
Yeah, even today, there's no queue.
Nothing.
So that day couldn't even get a tuk-tuk on the road?
Yeah.
It was really difficult.
It was very difficult. It was very, very difficult. And of course, even if you do manage to actually get a tuk-tuk, you are paying like 3 times more.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Road tuk-tuks was very expensive, but then obviously the normal ones were fine. Road ones was a bit pricey.
So anyway, that's the story there with the fuel queues. Thankfully, that sort of fizzled away over the weekend. So individuals who like to basically just get away from home, maybe they had a problem at home, fought with their girlfriend or their wives or whatever.
The polymer is your life.
Polymer is your life, and there was a time that people made the polymer their life.
Yeah.
I have had a Friday night like a outing in that polymer.
Yeah.
All of us.
So I have a WhatsApp group called Petrol Friends.
Yeah, Petrol Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then and also it came, at that point. It came to a situation where after work, guys got together and they decided it's like how on a Friday night or Friday evening you reach out and say ada මොකද කරන්නේ කොහෙද යන්නේ කොයි club එකකද යන්නේ කොහෙද where going to set. It was like other hot place එකට යනවද ජාවක් යනවද you know.
Oh.
It
නිවුස් එක කොයිද ආවේ
Yeah.
ඒක කරන්නේ.
So I had a good set of friends. අපි DR විජයවර්ධන මාවත ස්ටේෂන් එක පිටිපස්ස පාර ඔය හරිය සෙට් උනේ. ඉතින් එක එක්කෙනා ඇවිල්ලා කතා කරනවානේ. ඊළඟ වංගු අරන් අර සිනමා එක තියෙන්නේ what's the right at මේ ලේක් හවුස් එක ගාව සිනමා එක වලද රියෝද නෝ?
Rio.
රීගල් එක ගාව වෙනකොට දැන් කට්ටිය එකෙක් හොයාගෙන අර වලේ තියෙනවනේ කුඩි බාර එකක්. අර පල්ලහැට පහින
Ah, yes, yes, yes.
අප්පා ඒකට ගිහිල්ලා බයිට් ටිකක් දාගෙන බියර් දෙක තුනක් ගහලා එළියට එනකොට full
So good.
happening
But there are some lifelong friendships that you have created, obviously.
yeah.
Kudos to the Petro Podima.
Petrol polymer. And then it's just again boils down to the fact that us Sri Lankans
Yeah.
can make something out of absolutely nothing.
Nothing,
Even a
exactly.
situation,
Yeah.
even a dreadful situation.
Yeah.
We are having a drink.
Sitting in the petrol queue for 3 hours,
Yeah.
4 hours
Yeah.
to pump that 20
Yeah.
liters.
Yeah.
But in that 20-liter escapade,
Yeah.
we're having a good time.
Yeah.
ඉතින් මම වාහනේ දාලා මං ගෙදර ගිහලා නිදාගෙනත් එනවා.
Ah.
Yeah, so the one top of the road.
Yeah.
අර මේ මදකයක් ගාවට පාක් කරාම by like every 4 hours I put the alarm පොඩ්ඩක් ගිහලා බලලා එනවා වාහනේ තියනවාද අනිත් සෙට් එක ඔක්කොම ඉන්නවා යන් ගෙවල් නැති ඉන්නවනේ ඒ මොකක් හරි මල්ලි කෝල් එකක් දෙන්න මල්ලි නම්බර් එක තියනවා ගහලා නිකන් හරි බඩුව ආවොත් හරි අත ඒවා ගෙදර ගිහින් අපි නිදාගන්නත්
Honestly, really,
that was a good time, yeah.
Anyway, next story. What do we have? Foreign coach to set replace Jayasuriya as SLC Open talks. Sanat Jayasuriya, of course,
Step down.
he anyway indicated that he was going to step down after the T20 World Cup.
Okay.
Much earlier, and he
But he
obviously.
seems to have stepped down earlier a little bit.
No, his contract is supposedly going on till June, but I think he's decided to actually step
එපා
down.
මට ඉන්න බෑ.
He's going. What a bear.
බෑ.
ගහන්න බෑ.
ගහන්නත් බෑ මට ඉන්න දෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. මං යනවා.
ඒට වැඩි හොඳයි අර මේ සබන් ඇඩ්ඩයක් දාගෙන නිකන් ඉන්නවා.
මොකද්ද?
Surf.
සබන් ඇඩ්ඩයක් කරගෙන ගෙදරට වෙලා ඉන්නවා ඒට වැඩි හොඳයි.
Yeah, so that's basically going to happen. Sri Lanka's the cricket rebuild formula is lose the tournament, hire a foreign coach, reset, repeat.
Yeah. ඊට පස්සේ මාස් වලින් එකෙක් අරන් එයි.
කොහෙන් හරි.
කෝච් කෙනෙක්ව.
So I think they've actually found one. I don't know how true it is, but I do.
Would have found some, huh?
They have.
I'm not
Really.
sure.
They have. I think there's a bit of a rumor going around that Jonathan Trott,
Who that?
who was the coach of the Afghanistan team. And he was
They are
the
playing
coach,
well, no?
They are, and he was the coach of Afghanistan team
Oh,
for
that's
a
nice.
very long time. He most probably will be Sri Lanka's next coach. but,
ට්‍රම්ප් දැම්මම හරියට හැදිලායි.
ට්‍රම්ප් මේ දවස්වල කරා පිටිය හොයනවා.
Where is
Karapitiya?
Where is Karapitiya? What is this Karapitiya?
This Karapitiya in Sri Lanka. I'll just send one.
Karapitiya.
Can you arrange one?
One that away?
You go that way, I go that way. Anyway, next story on the show. Sri Lanka's fuel supply chain not from current conflict zone. That's a good piece of news that we actually have heard.
Where are we getting it from then?
Fuel shipments ordered for the country are routed through India and Singapore.
Okay.
එහෙම කිව්වට ෂැක් සිංගපෝල්ට එන්නේ මේ මැලේසියා වලින්ද? ගොන් කතාවක්ද බං?
I was waiting for that. Achha, I asked from where is it coming?
සිංගපෝල්ට දෙයනේ සිංගපෝල මැලේසියා වලින් ටැප් එක වැහුවොත් සිංගපෝල්ට වතුරක් නැහැ. හරිද? ඉතින් අපේ බය වෙන්න එපා. සිංගපෝලෙන් බඩු එන්නේ. No problem. සිංගපෝල මේ තල් ගස් වලින් තමයි තෙල් එන්නේ.
Authorities made this clarification after rumors spread that global tensions could disrupt Sri Lanka's petroleum imports.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it coming actually from?
On the same
From
day,
there, right? From the
same
zone,
day when they made this announcement, I heard somebody in the Singapore Parliament saying, "Look, our main focus is looking after our people, the elderly, the vulnerable, right? Homa kiya. ඉතින් අනේ අපිට තෙල් දෙයි. ඔව් හරිද ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ මේ තියෙන දූපත බලා ගන්න නැතුව ඔව් එහෙම
But obviously it's coming from somewhere else.
Yeah, well, obviously they've declared the fact that
But we are now secure with this information.
it's not necessarily coming from the Middle East, which we don't know. Which
It's awkward, but okay.
Yeah, we have no idea.
Must be coming from somewhere. No?
At least from somewhere. That's the whole idea. Even if fuel routes are safe, we will obviously still track oil prices. At the end of the day, oil prices still are very stable, which is good to see. But the oil
It might go up, right?
It is going up. It has gone up. It's gone up 52%. A barrel has actually gone up, as of today, gone up by 52%. You've got countries like, for example, so what's happening right now is that G7 countries, this war that is actually going on in Iran, it's not a necessarily military war, so to say. It's become a global economic issue, right? Because the G7 countries, like for example, like Japan, South Korea, and the European Union, right? They all rely on LPG, right? And LPG, basically, one of the biggest suppliers of LPG is Qatar. Now, Qatar in the last 3 days have actually closed their LPG supply, which is basically supplying close to about 20% of the world.
There you go.
Now you need to understand, these guys, obviously there are certain now, especially the European Union, are still in the latter part of winter. So they need LPG to basically warm themselves up, right? So it's a huge problem. It's a huge problem, and we'll see how this pans out. Because at the end of the day, we all just want to live in a world that is peaceful, okay? And calm and collective, and nobody wants to. It's like we don't want to throw a tantrum and suddenly say, okay, wake up one morning and say, I don't like you, I'm going to hit you.
Kaboom.
Unfortunately, that seems to be actually happening right now. Anyway, moving on to the next story, we have fuel not to be dispensed into cans and containers. Legal action against hoarders.
It's a good one.
And I'm very happy that the government actually took initiative and came up with this immediately. Because this again,
without taking time.
Queue only lasted the whole of Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, Sunday, and I suppose some places on Monday or whatever. But apart from that, even though they knew that this was actually happening, they immediately took action and they sort of banned giving fuel into containers and bottles and all that stuff. And if you go to some of the houses, I'm sure they have a fair amount of petrol.
අර දාලා තිබ්බ ගිනි පෙල්ලක් හරි වැටුණත් ඇති මේ අර යන මේ ඩ්‍රෝන් එකකින් ගිනි පෙල්ලක් හරි වැටුණත් ඇති ලංකාවේ ගෙදරකට එච්චරට පෙට්‍රල් ගියේ.
එච්චර පෙට්‍රල් තියලා ගෙවල්.
එච්චර තියලා. And I think as the previous crisis, it was new for us ne. Then even companies, if they now itself get adjusted for online and work at home, මේවා පොඩ්ඩක් in place දාගත්තා නම් in case of something to anticipate like this, I think it will be a wise move.
No, it's look, at the end of the day, it's good for us to actually have a backup. You should think of the worst, what can actually happen, and have a backup. And because I think in Dubai, my sister said that in the last couple of days, everybody actually had to gone back to online schools. They've actually requested to go back to online schools. And
makes sense, no? Then walk on the road and
exactly. And companies, some of the companies have also, most of the companies there had work from home anyway.
But not everyone. There's some of the sales friends of mine who are just a little bit more cautious when they're walking on the road and things like that.
True.
But their damage control is on point. Absolutely perfect.
But you know how much they have spent for that? Dubai.
Must be quite a thumping amount.
So it doesn't matter because they can afford to spend for it.
I have got an analysis of what Iran had spent for the May quarter. They have said this much of ballistic missiles, this much of guided missiles, this much of drones. So they have done a comparison of how much Iran had spent on sending them and how much Dubai have spent on neutralizing them. It is mayhem.
Ah, really?
My God, it's in billions of American dollars.
That's true.
So
They can afford it though.
Oh, they can afford it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so. Okay,
අපිට උනානේ අපි තාම සුද්ධ කරනවා.
නෑ මම කල්පනා කරේ අපේ ලංකාවට ඔය වගේ දුනොත් දැන් යන විදියට මේ එක එක වොයිස් එකක් දෙන විදියට මේ නැව ගැන අපේ මොන හරි එහෙම වුණොත් එහෙම කොඩයක් අල්ලන් තමයි ඉන්න වෙන්නේ ඩෝන් කියලා. අරගෙන ඉවරලා IMF එකේ හෙඩ්ක්වොටර්ස් මෙහෙ දාන්න වෙයි මේ ඔය මේ ඉන්ටර්සෙප්ටර්ස් වලට එහෙම මොන හරි කරන්න වුණොත් එහෙම. So dangerous situation. We have to be very careful in what we say and what we do and how we behave.
And how we are in the next couple of weeks or so. Yeah, just caution is the right word, I suppose. Next one, what do we have? Big match season, special notice from police.
What?
Andy, make a water tamai diyala
මම police එක්ක මොනා කරන්නද?
There has been a
We are very
special
nice people.
notice given for Andy. Andrin Balthazar, Sri Lanka police have issued a special notice to Andrin Balthazar of the annual inter-school big match cricket season.
I don't need all the inter-schools, no?
The guidelines call for discipline and safety at matches that attract large
Always.
crowds of students, parents, alumni, and
Always.
And
I'm
ND.
always disciplined and safe.
Police warned against alcohol consumption,
Never.
smoking, drug use,
Never.
unruly
None of those.
behavior,
Unruly.
and
Shit.
provocative social media posts related to rival schools.
Provocative. Define provocative. මම නටනවා දැන් මට කමක් නැද්ද?
ඔයාට වෙන ස්කෝල්
Kakul
අන්න
Kukul kakul.
I will refrain from showing my kukul kakul as some people get offended.
එකක් බ්ලූ එක බ්ලූ ස්ටොක් ඉන්න එකයි බ්ලැක් ස්ටොක් ඉන්න එකයි.
අනේ එහෙමද?
එහෙම එකක්
Funky
දාගෙන.
Bruce
Funky Bruce වගේ.
They've also warned against drunk driving and advised parents to supervise students closely during the events.
මොකුත්
Yeah.
එහෙම වෙන්නේ අපි හොඳ ළමයි අපි ගිහලා වතුර ටිකක් බීලා බනිස් ගෙඩියක් කාලා ගෙදර එනවා.
නෑ ඕක ඇත්තටම ඕක ක්ලැරිෆයි කරගත්තා. ඕකේ දැන් කියලා තියෙන විදියට you can't have anything inside the ground no.
You can't.
Right? හැබැයි දැන් ඒක නෙමෙයිනේ වෙන්නේ.
Yeah.
හරිද?
ඔව්.
ඒක නෙමෙයිනේ හැබැයි
මේ පාර වෙනත් දන්නේ
නෑ ඒක වෙලා තියෙන්නේ you can't sell.
Ah.
You can't sell.
You can consume.
No, you now when you buy the ticket for 30,000,
It's all inclusive.
it's all inclusive no.
Yeah.
එතනින් එතකොට cash ගෙවලා
ගන්න බෑ.
ගන්න බෑ. එහෙම සීන් එකක් තියෙන්නේ.
right.
Right? හැබැයි ඉතින් අර එළියේ ඒ කියන්නේ අර දැන් අපේ beer companies එළියේ stalls තියන්නේ. So you can sell outside, but you can't sell inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a very nice
I mean,
loophole
every
there.
big match rule book says that no alcohol, but once
Yeah,
you
yeah, go
stand
there,
up for
yes,
something
yeah,
different
yeah.
actually happens.
ඒක නැත්තම් කවුරුත් යන්නෙත් නැහනේ.
But that's a good point, Chris. You can't sell.
You can't sell.
Because the ticket that you're buying it's all inclusive.
Inclusive.
It's the package,
yeah.
right?
It's the
So,
package,
yeah,
yeah, right.
Yeah.
So very important. The big match, the guidelines for big match is actually being issued and
Very basics.
very
අර
straight
උග
up.
තව එකක් කියන්න ඕනේ මොකද now last time when my son was around අනේ 18යිනේ ලයිසන් ගත්ත ගමන්නේ කොල්ලෝ තුන්දෙනෙක් එයාගේ මේ ආරුවෝ තුන්දෙනෙක් එක පස්සේ යන ගත්තා
අයියෝ.
එක පස්සේ එක අරුගේ බෆර් එක ඉස්සරහයි පස්සයි අනිත් එකාගේ ඉස්සරහ අනිත් එකාගේ පස්සයි
මැද එකා තමයි
මැද එකා තමයි හොඳටම ඩැමේජ් my good friends හරිද ඉතින් අර ලයිසන් ගත්ත අලුතනේ පොඩ්ඩක් ෂෝ ඔෆ් දාලා අර ජනල් වල ඉඳගෙන ගිහිල්ලා දන්නවනේ ඉතින් කොල්ලන්ගේ වැඩ ඉතින් ඔය වගේම මොඩ වැඩ කරන්න යන්න එපා අනිත් එක the most dangerous thing is these huge trailers
Yeah.
my god ඕකකින් වැටුනොත් එහෙම ෂැක් අඩුම ගානේ ඔය ට්‍රේලර් එකක් අපිට පෙනුනට it's at least 5-6
tall,
feet no
Yeah, even
right
taller.
taller no right අර සමහරක් වේවල කිසිම මේකක් නැහැ නිකන් අර ලෑල්ල විතරයි තියෙන්නේ දැන් ඕවල කොල්ලෝ මේ බෙර ගහගෙන නිකන් අරු නිකන් හරි ඇක්සලරේට් කරලා හරි බ්‍රේක් කරොත් කරලා වැටුනොත් එහෙම
ඔව්.
right අපරාධනේ ඔක්කොම ඉවරයිනේ right so be careful whoever
Yeah, I mean the
you
vehicle
know
parades and all that stuff. At the end of the day, it's look. I mean, I suppose we talk about this every year. When big match comes around, every year we obviously talk about it. And again, this is a tradition. Every school has their own tradition. Some have cycle parades.
cycle parade තමයි ඉස්සෙල්ලාම තිබ්බෙත්
Cycle
ඔව්
parades, vehicle parades, and so many different things. But
and when you're trucking අනේ අර ගෑනු ඉස්කෝලවල යන්න ඒගොල්ලන්වත් බලන් ඉන්න එනකන් ඒක වෙනම කතාවක්. හැබැයි ගිහිල්ලා අර ගේට්ටු කඩාගෙන දැල් කඩාගෙන නිකන් who we are don't know people who we are ඒවා ඔක්කොම චාන් කරලා එන්න. හැබැයි අර ඉස්කෝලේ තමත් තියාගෙන ඒ නිකන් නේ
ගේට්ටු කඩාගෙන යන්න එපා, ගේට්ටු ඇරලා දෙයි.
ගේට්ටු කඩන්න එපා ඒගොල්ලන් ඇවිල්ලා හරිනවා. they all want you all to come. That's a different story.
Didn't you all know that the boys are coming to ladies college?
දන්නා බලාගෙන ඉන්නේ කෑ ගහනකන්.
Okay, so now no.
That was pre-planned in anyway.
No, so now you have that green fence on the school.
Yeah.
So those it was just that wall, right? So usually is when you hear the primary section a screech, you know, right, the boys are jump from behind.
Right.
Then the front ones, which are us, can't wait. That's the way how it goes. Then after 2 minutes later, you see a friend that you know, he jumps on the wall. The wall is so short that fellow just did like a high jump. Hurdles. Yeah, so that was how it is. And usually, you know, you had the brothers and your cousins and all that, so you kind of know when they come. And we had principals at the time that actually opened the gate and said, look, come, don't hurt the girls. Have the girls also give in food, give in water. My God. You don't worry, darling, I'll come to see you. I mean, go out. Okay, we didn't do that, but you know what I mean, right? Oh, come. I remember when I was like in primary or just above primary, middle school, I think, right? I had gone to the canteen. I heard a screech. I went to look at... Mama toba duba when small days, I bought a puff pastry. And with all little money I had, I bought a pastry. Mama gave money. I turned, one boy took it and went up. I was then like in year 6 and I'm like, here? I'm not cool, huh? Of course, when I was about in year 9, I gave freely. Here, darling, you eat. You eat. That is then, no, but in year 6, I'm like,
Hey, give me that mine.
That's mine. My mama gave. This is all I got. I think 15 rupees. Like a roll or something. This one. He just ran with a whoosh. I'm like, don't like you that much. Immediately turned.
That's my lunch.
Yeah. No, luckily that was a snack and everything. And but of course, 3 years later, everything changed. We were feeding. Come, Baba, come. Eat your feet.
Yeah, so it's going to happen. I mean, again, the right thing, of course, again, is the fact that you know that they're going to basically jump through girls' schools and all that stuff. Again, like you said, go in, have fun, enjoy,
good fun,
shout, do whatever you need to do. Just don't destroy.
Don't hurt anybody.
Don't hurt anybody.
Don't have people's food unless given to you.
And just come off. It's a tradition and it happens every year. But there are certain amount of females who don't really like this, no?
Really?
There are.
None of my friends are like that. I assure you that is not anything from my batch. We all like, we love thy neighbor. Who doesn't like her?
I don't know.
I have a cousin, right? I think she's watching the show also. So she went to St. Bridget's. So at the time, so I used to come home. She's only about 5 years junior to me. I used to come and go, oh my God, Nanga, this came, that came and all of that. And so she very happily became a prefect. Right, to go and stand in front of the gate. When the boys come around, on that year, the nun took all of them, shoved them into the chapel and closed the door. She is coming home, face like red. I'm like, why? Do you know what she did? I'm like, so you didn't get to say it? Don't talk to me. I'm like, I'm just saying, I enjoyed it. I don't know about you.
All right, next story. What do we have on the show? TIN certificate mandatory for several key services from April.
Did we discuss this some time ago?
Talking about it.
Now it's confirmed.
Now it's confirmed.
No, now they have put a revenue license also.
Yeah, so opening bank accounts, applying for loans, registering land or property, registering businesses.
If you sneeze.
Transferring company shares and registering vehicles. The move is intended to strengthen tax compliance and bring more economic activity into the formal tax system. So that is the story. TIN certificate mandatory for key services from April. So make sure that just in case that you're planning on doing any of those things.
But don't.
Even next time, even if you're going on a holiday, what is your TIN number?
Or you can show that tax gold card. What?
The gold card,
Tax gold card.
The gold card.
Yeah.
That's the story for you. Very important. So let's move on with the next story. What do we have? Settle payments for area correspondents. Media Ministry tells media institutions. The Media Ministry has actually asked media institutions to ensure timely payments to their regional correspondents after reports that many journalists outside major cities have not been paid for extended periods, right? And authorities say that the issue of journalist compensation has been raised multiple times before. This unfortunately not many people obviously don't understand, and I'm so happy this finally is actually coming up. Lots of the media stations, lots of the not the mainstay media stations, and I can guarantee this, right? Some of the other media stations out there finding it very difficult to pay their own staff.
Yeah.
Right, and the payment, the delay of payment,
Even the papers.
even the papers.
Paper, yeah, newspapers. I think there is this one paper which is stopping circulation only online now.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Because okay.
only online.
But
Because
the media institutions, of course, in Sri Lanka, they are. Surprisingly, they're finding it very difficult to actually, pay their staff members. Their staff, and they take longer periods to actually pay, and it's. I don't get it. It's pretty sad. Because media, the industry, the media industry, apart from some of the mainstay media institutions, many other media companies actually delay payments, right? That is just wrong. That is just wrong.
Livelihoods, right?
The bottom line is, look, if you can't afford to pay, don't employ.
Don't hire.
Don't
Exactly.
hire.
Yeah.
Right? And there is no point hiring. And the guys are basically running behind payments, right? As if that they're doing you a favor. It's pretty sad, and unfortunately, I've known people who are in certain media industries, institutions who are finding it very difficult. But I'm so glad that it's actually been brought up, and this, even though it talks about regional correspondence, there are individuals in radio stations and in TV stations are still struggling to get their payment. So that's the story there. Next news item. What do we have? Government hints at changes in cricket. Yeah.
Hints. Only.
I think there is something happening.
Small hint here.
yeah. By the way,
I might.
Yeah, no, I think there is something actually happening.
There is
something
something
behind the scene. But there is an ICC law that the governing body of each cricket country has to be diplomatically elected. Right?
Yeah.
And it has to be elected. There will be elected officials.
yeah, nobody has taken it over.
And you can't have an interim council, so that becomes a politically pushed thing, and then you automatically are pushing for a ban if that's the case. But what we hear is that the government is actually talking to the ICC, because I suppose with the debacle that Sri Lanka cricket actually faced the last couple of weeks or so, they are looking at changing the structure within the Sri Lanka cricket board, and that seems to be what the government is really looking
Hinting at.
Yeah, because the thing is this. That was one of the pledges that the president actually made before he came into power.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because in cleaning up Sri Lanka cricket. Cleaning up Sri Lanka cricket.
ඉක්මනට කරන්න පොඩ්ඩක්.
Yeah, and the government acknowledged that cricket holds a unique place in Sri Lankan society and suggested that reforms could address structural or governance issues. So let's find out. Hopefully next week we might actually have more details on what these changes are. The government is hinting at changes in cricket administration. Next story, what do we have? PUC Puxl. It should be PUCSL, right? We've changed the name now, right?
Puskal.
Yeah. So we've gone ahead with PUSCL, right? We have created a new committee here. But Puxl, like I will call them, confirms possible power cuts as a result of inferior quality coal.
Adu giyadaval.
Yeah,
Adu giya.
Can't be because of power cuts. Can't be because of the coal.
මම දන්නේ පිනාඩි 15ක් විතර බඩු විසින්.
එකක් සෙටල් වුණාම තව එකක් පටන් ගන්නවා. වට්ටනේ what for this? Why you like this?
adu giya.
Fantastic joke. You remember the time that we had these power cuts going on? Sometimes these power cuts don't even go off at the time that you're supposed to go off. Right? And it takes like about 30 minutes. Then we are thinking, and coming back, of course, it takes on time sometimes. Sometimes it takes about 5-10 minutes. There was a joke that somebody had called up the CEB, said, hello, oh madam, කියන්න මේ අද අපිට දෙකට විතර පව යනවා කියලා කිව්වා. දැන් 2:35යි තම පව ගියලාද? ආ තම පව ගියලාද? නෑ පව ගියලා. मेरे को ऑफ कराने okay
I think what she meant to say was, are you going to shut it out? If you want to have that experience, you shut off your mate.
Anyway, so the Public Utility Commission has warned that Sri Lanka could face power cuts due to inferior quality coal used in power plants.
Again.
The report says the country's electricity supply is already under pressure. So are the people in the country, right? Due to maintenance shutdowns of several major power stations. If electricity demand peaks in April, June or July, which are like the hottest months.
And it's starting now.
And celebrations also, right? Like back to back.
My God.
Oh my goodness.
System could experience shortages that may lead to power cuts. Honestly, that is not what we want.
So එක කරන්නේ ඉටිපානින්ද? ඉටිපාන්දමේ.
Yeah.
පිටයි all phones.
Yeah, we are of course experts in identifying power cut schedules.
Yeah, of course.
And the thing
A, B, C, Q, R.
for us, I mean, when the power goes off, the first thing we do is go out of the house and look around.
Am I the only one? We have to suffer together.
Yes.
To suffer together.
Yeah, that is a Sri Lankan thing.
Yeah.
You have to walk out. He has power. Look, he has power.
මේ ගියාද?
So we had to, or most, and sometimes lanes, little areas have a little WhatsApp group.
Yes.
Anybody have power? Anybody lost power? Messages in then the satisfaction is like, we also lost power.
I'm not alone. Not alone.
දාඩිය දාගෙන මොනා කරත් කවන්නේ අරුටත් නැහැනේ.
Forget the fact that we lost power. You're like, I'm not the only one. That is where the satisfaction is.
That's true.
AC එක දැම්මා වගේ ඒ feeling එක.
That's true. Such a Sri Lankans we are.
Because Sri Lanka.
First thing we do is go out and check if everybody else
Drag me to hell. තනියම යන්න බෑ. කොහොම අරන් යන්නේ?
Anyway, power cuts soon. According if
so exciting, no? The coming months.
my
Such
God,
excitement.
unbelievable. Next story. What do we have? CPC assures no fuel shortage until the
End of April.
April.
Very good.
Right, so the government, of course, attempted to maintain the public confidence and prevent panic buying. But we, of course, Sri Lankan drivers usually treat fuel rumors like breaking news alerts.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, and fuel also went up. Some of the fuel categories actually went up.
රුපියලකින් වැඩි
End of
වුණා
last
මම
month.
දැන්.
රුපියලකින්.
Everything was there. So that's pretty much the story, ladies and gentlemen. The stories that we have encountered over the last couple of weeks. I mean, the stories that we actually choose are not the ones that are making headlines all over the world.
Yeah.
Because we are certainly not in a capacity to actually give you details on that one.
definitely not,
We can
yes.
give you details, maybe false. Or our interpretations of it.
That's why we chose stories that we can actually
පුළුවන් ඒවා.
rip apart.
පුළුවන් ඒවා.
Rip apart on that stuff. So time for us to move on. We've got a very interesting game night that's actually coming up.
Complicated is the word.
We will try and see how we can actually create more chaos in that as far as game night is concerned. We shall see you right after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Games Night right here on GNSL. So today we are going to attempt a game night, which is
Look at the rules.
can get a bit complicated, but that's where the chaos is. Okay.
Like a paragraph.
So each of us will take turns wearing the noise cancelling headphone, and we will not hear anything that goes on in the rest of the world, right? And each of us will actually call one of our co-hosts, okay? And the co-host is not necessarily going to be on set. They will be hidden somewhere, maybe in the toilet, right? So now the conversation, right, with the person with the noise. Crystal.
Christian is reading that.
Chris like,
What are you saying?
can you hear the words coming out of my mouth? Okay, so one of us, of course, is going to have the headphones on and we'll make a phone call to another one of the co-hosts, right? Then you have one co-host left, no? Right? It is that co-host who's going to guide the conversation.
Okay.
That's how it will work.
Okay.
Absolute chaos.
Okay.
Because we don't know how it's going to turn out.
Exactly.
Right? We don't know how it's going to turn out.
Why do we do this to ourselves?
Because we have nothing better to do.
This is our Friday night.
This is our Friday night. Okay. So, I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll go first. And I will call Chrys.
Okay.
Okay?
I will be mouthing the words.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
luck.
Yeah, so I will.
So I have to now disappear.
Now you go away
Go to
from
toilet.
here.
Go to the, okay.
Go away from here.
Okay. Go to
Right.
toilet. Right.
Okay.
Disappear.
Right?
Okay.
Talk on the phone, huh?
Okay.
Not on the mic. Right.
Okay.
Let's see.
We are calling Christian now.
Yeah, let's see. Chris, can you hear?
Yes, can hear you.
Okay. Right. Now play some music for me. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
Hi. How was your week, Chris?
Andy, you can hear me. No, Shaq can't hear you. Shaq can't hear me.
No, just tired. You're tired.
When I sat there the previous time,
Wait, I will come tomorrow.
when I sat there the last time,
Shall we stick to like one or two word answers?
Bigger Betty, Chris. Bigger Betty.
okay, how many feet?
Sorry?
කොච්චර උඩට විසි වුණා? How many feet did you throw when I sat there?
Here, that is a long sentence.
Okay.
I had such a long night.
I am worried.
Okay.
He's had a long night, Chris.
Then a dog bit me.
Worried.
I forgot.
I am worried.
I foxed. I got foxed. Yeah, not foxed.
At the end.
At the okay.
I am foxed. Oh my god. His sentence is long.
Yeah, man, give one word. So clearly the conversation made absolutely no sense now?
No.
Okay, right,
no.
Ari.
Okay, who's next?
Andy go.
Okay, I'll go. Oh,
No, Andy. So, all right, I will. You call me, Andy.
I call you, no?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello. How's it going?
Keep it down now. Kana biruna.
Have you started this?
Yes. Now you say something.
Right.
Okay.
Say something. I'm giving up on you.
Oh.
Okay. Andy, when is your next Dubai trip?
Ben.
Why?
Ben.
Ball.
When.
Wine.
When. When.
Why the wine?
When.
The next one.
Yeah. No. When
When?
is.
When am I drinking
No.
again?
When is.
Tomorrow.
When is.
Short.
No.
Short.
Is.
Incense.
Is. Your.
My?
Your.
When am I flying to Dubai? When am I flying to Dubai? Oh, probably in May.
Got it.
Probably in May.
What are you planning on doing in May?
Done, I'm finished.
Done. Finish. Dubai gear ಇವರ end.
You can hear no, man. You can hear no? You can hear what I'm saying? You can hear what I'm saying? No?
I can hear.
කට පොඩ්ඩක් හදලා කියන්නකො ලස්සන.
Can you hear the words coming out?
There's so much of words. Just keep it for one.
No. We haven't started, don't worry. Okay, alright, Andy, you can start.
Hi, Chrys.
Hi, Chrys.
Hi, Chrys.
Yes. Go on.
Here, how do you get your hair so fluffy?
How do you get your hair so fluffy?
How are you doing today?
How do you get your hair?
How
Do
you
get
did
hair
there?
fluffy?
I am not dead.
How you
Are
did
you?
there?
How you did there? How do you get your hair so fluffy?
Slowly.
How
Did you
get
how did you eat?
eat?
What did you eat?
No. How
How did
you
you
get
how did you ඒ ටික හරිද?
Itikahari.
How did you
get
rent?
how did you get
How did you sleep?
how did you sleep?
I slept
actually?
very well.
How did you
Get
again? Ate. What did you eat?
no. Go on, Andy, say it again. Andy, say it again.
Samosas. How do you get your hair so fluffy?
How do you get your hair so fluffy?
Flower?
Flower?
How did you eat your flower?
How did you eat your flower? That's right.
Don't answer that. Nope.
You're my shelter from my rain. You be glad to me again. You're my angel, miracle. You're all I need to know
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
tonight. What a song.
How did you eat my flower?
Wow.
Wow.
Sir, I mean, we should next time we should actually all three of us should have a noise cancelling headphone and have a conversation with each other.
Ayyo, ayyane.
That will be a disaster.
Alright. There you go.
There you go.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute chaos as always on game night. Try new stuff as always, just to amuse ourselves. That's about it on another Friday night. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Another fabulous show on GNSL comes to an end, and a big thank you to everybody out there who basically is part of the GNSL family. Thank you guys for being a part of the show and commenting on Instagram and of course on TikTok. Our YouTube subscription is going up. Thank you guys, and till we actually catch up with you next week.
I might be unavailable.
No, actually no. Next week you must make it.
Why?
You must make it.
No, I have a lot of things to do that day.
No, yes,
Like try to peel myself off the ground.
Yeah, but then it's done now by about 5 o'clock.
Oh, ඒතකොට අමාරුයිනේ පොඩ ඉන්න
මොකක්ද ඔයාලට
අමාරුයි.
තියෙන රයිඩ් එක?
මේ පොඩ්ඩක් තෝමින් එක තියෙනවා.
ඒක ඉවරලා එන්න අපි උස්සන්
අම්මෝ,
ගන්නවා.
බෑ,
අපි මෙතනින් කමයක් දාලා ගන්නම් ඔයාව.
No. We're on a call also.
අම්බෝ, please don't. Please
අපි
don't.
මෙතන ලිෆ්ට් එකක් හයි කරලා ගන්නම් ඔයාව.
මේ මුදි.
ඔව් කරේ දාලා හරි වීල් බැරක් එක හරි ගේන්න ඔයා එන්න.
Alright
Don't worry
guys,
about
once
that.
again, catch up with you once again next Friday. Till then, you have yourself a good night, Sri Lanka, and a great weekend. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.